And here we go. Here we go. The cycle of action looks something like this. It was written first time that I know of in the Veda, and it's been used many, many, many times since in many forms. And here it is. It starts, anything in this universe start, this meeting started, you're born. So it start, okay? Anything in this universe start, you born, there's a change, you grow, and you stop, you die. Start, change, stop. Does it make sense to you? Things start, they will change, and they will stop. Everything in this universe start, change, and stop. Now, this is also be, do, and have. When you start something, you being a husband before you are actually doing anything, and then you do what the husband do, then you have you being a business owner first, and then you do something, and then you have, very nice, Daniel. Now, which is also being, goal is a beingness, you want to be someone, do is a purpose, and have is the actual, the ideal scene or the end result. So what is the problem? What is the problem? What is the problem? Here is the problem. What is a goal? How will you define a goal? A goal. A goal is what you want to be, not what you want to do or have. A goal is something you want to be. You want to be a husband, to be a singer, to be famous. This is what you want to be. Now, beingness is not something you plan. Beingness is not something you plan. You don't plan to be. It is not something you do. It is not something you have. You are simply being. In the physical universe, can you be a millionaire if you don't have $1 million? In the physical universe, can you be a millionaire if you don't have $1 million? Don't answer automatically. Have a look. If you say I'm a millionaire and you don't have $1 million, you are not being a millionaire, you are being a liar. I think that everyone can agree that you, in the physical universe, you cannot be a millionaire if you don't have $1 million. So what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that in the physical universe, you need to have before you can be. In the physical universe, you need to have $1 million before you can be a millionaire. So if you go around and you say, my goal, I want to set up a goal of being a millionaire, and you start with that, but you don't have $1 million, what you do is actually not workable. You cannot plan from be into have. I'll explain a bit more. Can you be in the physical universe a millionaire if you don't have $1 million? Of course not. Yes, we agreed on that. So starting from the goal or from being is the lie as far as the physical universe is concerned, and will never work. Every time you say, I'm a millionaire in the physical universe, when you know you don't have $1 million, you know, you, the spirit, know that you're cheating, and you cannot fake it until you make it. You're starting with a lie, yes. You're starting with a lie. So be, do, have is in the physical universe. Backward as usual. If you start with setting up goals, you will fail because you know you are lying. And the moment that you are not ethical, you will sabotage yourself. The moment that you're not ethical, you will sabotage yourself. No one will need to help you. What is the definition of the word purpose? Purpose, definition of the precise doingness. Purpose is always a doingness that brings about the component part of what one actually wants to have. So you want to have a car, and all those sub-items, sub-products are the purpose. The purpose is all the sub-product that bring about what you actually want to have. Are you with me so far? But it's not step, it's actually result. It have to be fully result. It's not a step, it's not just an action, it's an action with the result. It's sub-products, it's sub-results. Sub-result with another, so the engine, the wheels, the stitches, and everything has to be perfect. So it's the precise doingness. So it's a very specific doingness. You cannot waver. It cannot be done in a different way. It's a precise doingness that bring about the component parts. So it actually creates the component parts of what one actually wants to have. This is the purpose. Yes, it is wow. An acceptable doingness that result in valuable component parts of what you actually want to have. So you actually want to have something very, very, very specific. You want to have something, not to be something. You want to have something. And the sub-results is actually the purpose. You do those things in order to forward this thing. You do this thing in order to forward this thing. You do this thing in order to forward this thing. You do this thing in order to forward those things. Now the next thing will explain it to you 100%. It is the part of the puzzle that when completed, make the whole. So you've got the puzzle, the completed puzzle is what you want to have, and the parts of the puzzle is the purpose. And I'll show you a short video, and then we'll have a look at that. Have a look. Just very short. So each part of this puzzle is a purpose. And it's a purpose when it's completed exactly. If it's not exact, it will not fit and it will not create what you want to have. And since you never define what you want to have, but you decided what you want to be, you never had ever your puzzle completed. You see, in order to have this puzzle, in order to have all the parts of the puzzle, you first need to have the picture perfect. You cannot create parts of the puzzle without having the puzzle completed. You first need to have, and then you can have the component parts of the puzzle. Do you understand that? So people never define what the final picture is, because they define what they want to be, not what they want to have. Being an owner of a puzzle picture is not telling you what the picture is. Beingness don't tell you what the picture is. Only what you're going to have tell you what the picture is. And only then will you be able to break it down to the component parts of the puzzle. So when someone creates a puzzle, does he start with the goal, I'm an assembled puzzle, and then the purpose, create the pieces of the puzzle to overall perfect result, which is the full picture assembled from the parts of the puzzle? Is that the sequence? Of course not. Yes, everyone understand that this cannot be the sequence. You cannot start with the goal, what you want to be, what I am. Okay, you see that, yes? The actual sequence would be, I want the full picture assembled from the parts of a puzzle that I will create. So you have a picture of what it is. Then you go to create the pieces of the puzzle, and then you are someone. Do you see that? Do you understand the point? So for example, if I say, I want to be a business owner. I want to be a business owner and I'm going to sell ice cream. This is my business. I'm going to be an ice cream business owner. And then I start to create the pieces of the puzzle. I go and I buy a place and I invest in machines and I hire people and so on and so on. What will happen is that I will go bankrupt. Because the pieces of the puzzle will not fit. Because I never had the picture, the overall perfect result. I never had the picture perfect. I went the wrong way around. You cannot create pieces of a puzzle that you don't have if you don't have the puzzle assembled first. No, you don't need to know the pieces, how they will look like, because if I have a picture, of the assembled puzzle, if I have the picture of the assembled puzzle, I can cut the pieces as I want. They don't have to be in a specific way. I can decide how I want to cut them based on logic, based on what's possible, based on resources, based on availabilities, based on the situation around. But if I'm first being a puzzle owner and then start to cut them, I will never have the picture perfect. Do you see that or not? This is really fascinating, and it's not everything. It is just the beginning of the beginning. What I'm trying to tell you right now is, for as long as you try to set up a goal, you are going to be wrong. Okay. So what we're doing is, you first have to define, the first thing, you need to define something that I called overall perfect result. You need to have picture perfect. And here there is something that you're missing. You need to have first the overall result. I want a car. First you want to have a car. And then you define, based on your resources, based on your smart, based on your connection, based on your ability to sell, based on many things, what will be the correct sub-products, the correct gradient to assemble this car. This is your purpose. This is your purpose. What you're going to create. And what will this result in is who you're going to be. A business owner. This is why I'm in this trap of doing a million things and never getting anywhere. My picture perfect is not really defined. 100% general. You will see, I'm going to talk about it within a second and you will see why. You see, if I'm asking you what you want to be, what is your goal? B is goal, you understand that. If I'm asking you what you want to be, what will happen? You will have to go through this step of putting the pieces. There is no way. Look at something. Look at something. Start, change, and stop. Okay? You agree with that cycle of action, yes? Now, I want to ask you something. In the physical universe, can you go directly from start to stop? Can you go in the physical universe from start to stop, skipping change? No. Everyone agree with that? Good. Which means that if you go from the goal, if you go from the start, from the goal, from being, you will have to go through the change. And if this change come after being, when you don't know yet what is the stop, you don't know what the end of the movie. You don't know at the end of the movie. What you can do is only guess, as 1 of a million, 1 of 2 million will succeed to guess. What you do right now, when you set up a goal, when you say, this is my goal, I want to set up my goal, and my goal for the year is blah. When you say, this is my goal, what you actually say, you say, okay, good, this is my starting point. I'm watching a movie. I will guess what will be the end, because I have to go through the changes. I will guess what it is, and I will take a path. And at the end, whatever will happen here will happen. It is insane. It is useless. It's damaging. It's impossible to do. And that's why so little people actually succeed. Do you see the logic? Do you understand what's going on here? Okay, let me explain again from the beginning. Okay? So what I need you, if you want to understand it, you need to be with me on the chat. I'm going to ask you yes, no. So we agree that we have a cycle of action, which is start, change, and stop. Yes or no? Excellent. Good. Now, do you agree that start is the goal, change is the purpose, and stop is the final result, complete final result? Everyone understand this concept? So we've got goal, purpose, and complete final result. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Here we have a car. This is the complete final result is a car. Okay, here we have the car, for example. This is the complete final result. That can be an example of a complete final result. It's not exactly defined correctly right now, but fine. So far, so good. Everyone with me? To have a car, to have this complete final result, there is probably something like 100,000 different sub-results. So sub-results is something that will eventually be the component parts of the car. So everyone with me? And the goal is to be the owner or creator of a car. This is what I'm going to be. And this is my goal. Okay, because a goal is a beingness. So far, so good. Everyone with me? Now, there is 2 ways to go about it. Way number 1 is to say, I want to be the owner of a car. And let's say I want to be the owner of a BMW i8. Okay, that's what I want. BMW i8. Okay, this is a beingness. I want to be the owner of BMW i8. Okay, now in order to be a owner of a BMW i8, I will need to do all kind of things. Yes, so I will now go ahead and do all kind of things. But I did not define what a BMW i8 look like. So what I will end up with is a BMW i8 toy. It's not exactly what I meant. Or I will get one that is broken. I had an actual example. A friend of mine wanted a BMW 5 Series many years ago. And I said, good, okay, because I was teaching him this formula. And I was telling him, okay, fine, that's what you want. Yes, I want BMW 5 Series. Okay, good. So I got him to my car and we drove somewhere. And I got to a place where they destroy cars. And I went to the owner of the place and I said, do you have a BMW 5 Series? He said, yes. So I went and he showed me one that's broken, that was about to be broken down into pieces. And I said, I want to take it. He said, I will pay you if you take it. So he paid me to have the car and I gave it to my friend. He had the BMW 5 Series. Why? He did not have the picture perfect of what he want to have. He just knew what he want to be. So what he had is something random. So far, everyone understand that? So when you start from the goal, what you will get must be random, because you don't know what the pieces of the puzzle are. You're just making them randomly, not based on any logic. However, if you have here, if you do it in the other way around, and you have here, you define exactly what you want to have, not what you want to be, not a goal, but an end result, completed final result. And you say, okay, good. So I know that my completed final result is this specific picture. And this picture, it's more than just a picture. I'm calling it a picture right now, but there is one more part of it that you don't see at the moment. Now, if I know that this is a picture, I can break it down. I can break this picture of a puzzle in any way that I want. So let's say, whoops, 1 second. So this is my picture. This is what I want. I can take this picture and I can break it down in any way that I want and create my puzzle. How I will break it down? Based on resources, based on how smart I am, based on my connections, based on my abilities, but I can create the component parts of that puzzle. So far so good. Everyone understand that if I know this, I can create the pieces, exactly the pieces, that they are not too much, they are not too small. Yes, I will do that. Yes, not too much, not too small, but I can create, and then I will be the owner. The end result will be my goal. So for example, I want an i8, okay? So I know I have a picture perfect of i8. I know everything about the i8. And what I need to explain to you one more thing so it's fully true. But at the moment I'm telling you, I'm not telling you the full story. In a minute I will explain a bit more. So to have an i8, what do I need? I need to have money. Okay, to have money, I need to have people paying me. So let's take this thing actually here. So let's do it like that. So this is my i8, okay? This is my i8. Okay, to have an i8, I need to have money. Okay, this is one box on the puzzle. To have money, I need to have people that pay me. Good. To have people that pay me, I need to have something of value. To have something of value, I need to know what they think is valuable. To find out what they think that is valuable, I need to survey. If to survey, I need to know how to tabulate the survey. Once I know how to tabulate the survey and I have the result, I need to find a way to communicate it. Once I communicate it, I need to have blah, 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 and I build my own system of what is my purposes. And all those sub boxes become my purposes. This is my puzzle. Otherwise, what will happen if I go the other way around? I say, I want an i8. Okay, good. I want an i8. I need money. I don't know how to have money, so I don't have an i8. Do you understand? So what you do, you just work hard. Because someone told you you need to work hard. Everyone get the idea? It is not possible to start from the goal, from the big. It is not possible. Do you understand that? Do you see that now? It's not possible. It's physically impossibility. Why? Because you will go from the goal through the barrier of a random script of a movie. Because this is a movie, you understand? This is a movie, and the script, if you did not write it, you cannot know what it is. The only way for you to write the script is actually to know what you want at the end. Do you get the idea? You need to know what you want at the end to have a good script. Otherwise, you have a script that may or may not work. You see that? Do you see that? Good. So how does it apply to building a business? Well, if you want to build a business and you don't know exactly what this business is all about at the beginning, including everything, you're having a problem. But I'm going to show you one more thing. It is not possible to start from the goal, from the B. And so you cannot have a purpose if you don't know what you actually want to have, the overall perfect result. The sub-product is doing this. It's doing this into that bring about the full thing. So far so good. You cannot have a purpose if you don't know what actually you want to have. Everyone with me? There are two more very, very, very important principles that without them, it will not work for you. Even if you know this thing, what I showed you now, it will not work for you. It will definitely 100% not work, even if you know what I showed you so far, cold, 100%. Okay? I give you a guarantee that if you learn the formula, you will become wealthy. It's not a maybe. Okay? Okay. In life, in the physical universe, there is one purpose and one purpose alone. In the physical universe, there is one purpose and one purpose alone. All of you, all of us, everyone has one purpose. Do you have any idea what is the purpose?